We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming to bring you some hot tea. If you're into religious conspiracy, stick around because this is a fun one. So they found the Holy Grail for real, and then they hid it. Okay, so if this story is true, it is a trip. And honestly, I know it sounds wild and I am not one to spread conspiracies, but once you study how the world works, it kind of makes sense. I'm curious to know if you know this story or what your thoughts are on it. So here's what I heard, 3 degrees removed, and yes, I'm protecting my source, of course. If you know, you know. So back in the late 80s, my friend and her mom were doing ministry work in Texas. They knew this guy, we'll call him Ed. So Ed was deeply involved in prison ministry. He was a great dude, totally honest, holy. He rewrote the Bible for prisoners to help them understand it better. He's an upstanding citizen. Now, Ed's seminary school roommate, he went on to become the Pope's right hand. So cardinal, but like top of the food chain cardinal. Privy to all the secrets, right? And one day, this guy shares this insane story with Ed, who shared it with some coaxing with my friend and her mom after he made a Freudian slip in a religious conversation that they were having. If you don't know, the legend says that Joseph of Arimathea settled in Glastonbury. Yes, the one with the thorn tree and the Holy Grail myths. So there's a lot of really old stone cottages there just dabbling the countryside. It's forward to the 1950s, okay? A woman in that area living in one of those cottages had a paraplegic son. She left him home one day because she needed to run a couple of errands and he's not going anywhere, right? Except when she gets home, her son runs out the door, holding a wooden cup. Apparently, he was called to the attic and dragged himself up there using only his arms. He found this cup, and when he touched it, he was instantly healed. So his mom takes the cup to their local church, because what else are you going to do, right? And everyone who touches it, healed instantly. And so this cup keeps moving up the ranks, just miracle after miracle in its wake. And it ends up naturally at the Vatican. So the Vatican does all the tests, carbon dating, analysis, and they determine that it is made of olive wood, and yes, it is the Holy Grail. But instead of sharing it with the world, they decide it's too powerful. They believe if people find out that it's real, the chaos would be unimaginable. Millions of sick people would flock to it, right? Governments would lose control. It would be complete pandemonium. So what do? They decide to lock it away. Not in the Vatican, though, but in the Rothschilds' impenetrable vault in, I don't know, Switzerland or whatever. Because apparently even the Vatican didn't trust their own security with something this powerful. They decided to keep it hidden until the real end time so that they could, heal their own people and usher in the new age. If that's not the most on-brand plot twist, I don't know what is. Anyway, that's the tea. If this is true, it makes you wonder what else they're hiding. Have anyone else heard this story before? Do you think the Holy Grail is real? And do you think that they'd actually let the world use it if it was? Comment below. Let's talk about it.